This is for complete beginners out there, and I'm going to tell you how you can get good very quickly at boxing, at striking, at stand-up MMA. So you may have seen a meme. It's a drawing of a guy, and at the top it says "me for no reason," and it's 4 pictures, and he's throwing a jab, a cross, a lead hook, and a rear uppercut. Now that meme is there for a reason, because these 4 punches are your fundamental 4 punches every beginner needs to start with. So, if you're beginning boxing, if you're beginning MMA and you want to learn striking, first start with these 4 punches. Do not throw any other punches and focus on your jab, your power cross, your lead hook to the head, and the rear uppercut. These are the fundamental 4. These 4 punches will teach you everything you need. You have your jab that sets up power shots, which are often your cross. Then your cross, which often will set up your lead hook. And a lead hook to the head will often set up your rear uppercut to the head. So you have 2 straight shots, which is your jab and your cross, and allows you to have distance away from your opponent with straight shots. Your lead hook and the rear uppercut are 2 punches that are in close, the ones you throw when you are in clinch, in close position. Now many will say, well, what about the body shots? Body shots are important, but when you're beginning to learn, you want to avoid going to the body at first, because you have thousands upon thousands repetition that you need to get good with a jab, with a cross, with a lead hook, and a rear uppercut. When going to the body, there is a different mechanic, there is a different level switch that you need to incorporate, and you need to be aware of throwing these first 4 punches before you introduce going to the body. So with these 4 punches, you can then begin to chain different combinations together. You start with 2 punch combos first. You have your double jab, quick, nice snapping jabs. Then you have your jab, cross. Jab sets up the power cross. Then you have your cross to lead hook to the head. And then you have your lead hook to the head, followed by an uppercut to the head. And those are just 4 2-punch combos utilizing the fundamental 4. So you can see, you can begin to already stack on top the 4 punches and different combinations utilizing those punches. And then if you introduce a 3rd punch, then you can have 3-punch combos, and you can actually have 4-punch combos if you combine and chain them together. So with that alone, you already have a lot to drill, a lot of body mechanics you need to keep in play. Technique has to be tight. You need to know how to protect yourself, not only when you're executing in the middle of a combination or in the middle of your punch, but also how to come back and regroup and retreat so you're back in your fight stance nice and protected. So that alone, 4 punches and just a few of those 2-punch combos, there's a lot for you to already begin to implement and begin to drill. And that's where you start. You start with these fundamental 4 punches and some of the combinations that I showed you. Now there is a total of 8 combinations you should know, and I do cover that in the fundamental 4 course, in the program that I put together that uses these fundamental 4 punches, and I give you 8 combinations that you need to begin to master and drill on a daily basis, so you get familiar with each of them so you can instill it into your muscle memory. Because the key is less is more. You need to make sure that you can execute these 4 punches and the 8 different combinations so well and automatic without a single thought that when a high pressure situation arises and you need to fight, those punches are executed all by themselves because you've put in so much time, so many reps, and you've drilled them so much that you don't think about it. You are simply throwing and reacting in the moment, in real time, without thinking, oh, I need to throw this, I need to throw that. Your body mechanics need to be ingrained into your muscle memory to where you're already protected. You're throwing your cross, your lead hook, you're moving around, you're executing your 2-punch combos, 3-punch combos, single jab, keeping distance, setting up that cross. That needs to be automatic. When you are in the fight and when you are in a high stressful situation, there's no time for thinking. You are just acting and executing. So that's why you only focus on 4 punches and only focus on 8 different combinations and get good with those first before you introduce anything else. And if you want to know the proper technique, all the combinations and the body mechanics for each of those punches, as well as the body mechanics and technique for each of the 8 combinations, take a look at Fundamental 4 program I put together. I break everything down for you, and all you need to do is just watch it, implement it, and begin to drill it.